There is a unique kind of pain that arrives with the loss of someone deeply woven into the fabric of your life. It's more than sadness. It's a disorienting, seismic shift in your entire reality. The ground beneath you is no longer solid. The air feels different to breathe. You might find yourself feeling a profound sense of panic, a numbness that terrifies you, or a guilt that claws at you from the inside. Your mind races, or it goes completely blank. Friends might urge you to stay strong or cherish the memories, but those words can feel like they're spoken from another planet. This is because what you are experiencing is not just grief, it is traumatic grief. In this conversation, we'll explore the intricate landscape of this pain, understand why your mind and body are reacting this way, and most importantly, map a path forward, not to move on, but to learn how to carry this love and this loss with you. To begin healing, we must first understand that what you're experiencing is a biological, physiological response. Your nervous system has interpreted this profound loss as a direct threat to your survival. This isn't a metaphor. Let's break down the three primary trauma responses that get activated in traumatic grief. 1. The shock and numbness, the freeze response. In the immediate aftermath, and often in waves long after, you might feel detached from reality. The world seems muffled, foggy. You move through your days on autopilot. This is disassociation, your nervous system's brilliant emergency mechanism to buffer you from a pain that would otherwise be completely overwhelming. It's not that you don't care, it's that your system cannot process the full magnitude of the loss at all once. 2. The search and yearning, the attachment cry. Your brain is wired for attachment. The bond you shared was a biological reality, a source of safety and regulation. Now that source is gone. So your brain, in its wisdom, does what it's designed to do. It searches. You might catch yourself thinking, I can't wait to tell them about this. Or your eyes might scan a crowd looking for their face. You might even dream of them so vividly it feels real. This is not a sign of losing your mind. It is a testament to the strength of the bond. It is your psyche's desperate, loving cry for a lost source of safety. 3. The siege and alarm, the fight-flight response. This is where the anxiety, irritability, and hypervigilance come from. The world now feels inherently dangerous. If someone you loved so deeply can be taken, then anything can happen. Your body is flooded with stress hormones, keeping you on high alert. Sleep becomes elusive. You snap at loved ones. This is your body's ancient survival system screaming, danger, threat, and treating the very fact of your grief as a predator in the room. Traumatic grief carries specific burdens that complicate the healing process. The shoulds and the shame. We are often handed a rule book for grief that doesn't exist. You should be feeling better by now. You should be crying more. You shouldn't be laughing. This creates secondary shame about how you're grieving, which piles on top of the primary pain of the loss itself. The love story versus the trauma story. Your mind can get stuck on the loop of the final days, the phone call, the moment everything changed. This is the trauma story. It can overshadow the love story, the decades of shared laughter, quiet moments, and deep connection. Part of healing is consciously making space to revisit the love story, even when the trauma story screams for attention. The loss of a future self. You haven't just lost a person, you've lost the future you were building with them. The planned trips, the retirement, the simple Tuesdays, all gone. This is a profound loss of identity and purpose that needs to be mourned in its own right. Healing from traumatic grief is the slow, courageous work of integration. We are not trying to delete the pain. We are learning to weave it into the fabric of our being, to build a new relationship with the one we've lost and with ourselves. Here is a toolkit to help you do that. Step 1. Name and validate the trauma. This is the foundational step. Place a hand on your heart and say out loud, "This is traumatic. My reactions are normal responses to an abnormal event." This simple act of naming separates you from the experience and begins to drain the power of the shame. Step 2. Continue the bond. Active rituals. The relationship did not end, it transformed. Find active, intentional ways to honor it. Write a letter. Tell them what you wish you could say, the updates, the regrets, the love. Create a continuing bonds ritual. This could be listening to their favorite song on the anniversary of their passing, cooking their signature dish, or donating to a cause they cared about. This is an act of devotion, not despair. Step 3. Reforge your shattered worldview, meaning-making. Trauma shatters your understanding of the world. Meaning is what you build from the pieces. Ask yourself gentle, non-pressured questions. What did they teach me about life? What strength did I discover in myself through this loss? How can I carry their legacy of love forward in small, manageable ways? This isn't about finding a reason for the loss. It's about building a new world where their absence is part of a larger, still beautiful whole. Healing is not a straight line. It's a spiral. You'll revisit the same feelings, but each time from a slightly different, perhaps stronger place. You'll have grief bursts, sudden, powerful waves of emotion that seem to come out of nowhere. These are not setbacks, they are releases. Be patient with your capacity. On some days, healing might look like getting out of bed. On others, it might be sharing a story about them without crying. It all counts. Your grief is not your enemy. It is the echo of a love that was and still is real. The work of Trauma Refined is the slow alchemy of transforming that raw, screaming pain into a quiet, enduring strength. It is learning to hold two truths at once, that you are shattered and that you are whole, that they are gone and that they are with you, that this hurts more than anything, and that you can and will find a way to carry this love for the rest of your life. If you are carrying this weight, please know you do not have to carry it alone. In the comments below, you're welcome to share the name of the person you are carrying with you today, or simply a word that describes your heart in this moment. If this conversation was a comfort and you'd like to continue this journey of refining your pain into resilience, please subscribe to Trauma Refined. A crucial reminder, this video is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional therapy. If your grief feels too heavy to carry alone, please reach out to a grief counselor or a support group. You deserve support. Be kind to your heart. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Bring your hand to your heart. Feel the warmth and pressure of your own touch. Now bring to mind the person you love, not the pain of their loss, but the essence of them. Their smile, the sound of their laugh. Feel the love you have for them as a warmth in your chest. Now imagine that love is not a one-way street, that the love they had for you still exists as energy, as a force in the universe. Imagine that warm, loving energy surrounding you now, like a gentle embrace. You are not saying goodbye. You are saying, I am still connected to you through love. Sit with this feeling for a few moments. When you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the room, carrying that sense of connection with you.